I found my name on a document I was never supposed to see. And that's how I discovered my husband was planning a future with someone else, using my money. I didn't confront him right away, because the moment I read those papers, my hand started shaking so badly I had to sit down. My husband Daniel, his best friend Mark, a joint mortgage, a new house, and my savings, listed as the down payment. There was even a note in Danielle's handwriting. I'll tell her when everything is finalized. Tell me what? That I was being replaced. The worst part? Mark had been living with us for weeks, sleeping in the next room, smiling at me every morning, making me coffee like nothing was wrong. And Daniel, he barely even looked at me anymore. That night, I didn't cry. I just waited. When Daniel came home, I placed the papers on the table. What is this? For a second, he froze. Then his face changed. Not guilt, not shame, just irritation. It's not what you think, he said. I let out a quiet laugh. Then explain it to me. He rubbed his forehead like I was exhausting him. Mark and I have been planning something for a while. My chest tightened. Planning what? He hesitated, and that hesitation told me everything. A future, he said finally. With him. The room went silent. I felt like I couldn't breathe. And me? Another pause. You wouldn't understand. That broke me. Not the cheating. Not the lies. That. You wouldn't understand. Like I was just temporary. Replaceable. I whispered, you were going to use my money to build a life without me. He didn't deny it. And that's when the second voice came from behind me. You should tell her the rest. We both turned. Mark was standing there. But he didn't look calm anymore. He looked angry. Tell her what else you planned, Mark said. Daniel snapped, stay out of this. No, Mark said firmly. You dragged me into this. My heart was pounding. What is he talking about? Mark looked at me and for the first time, I saw guilt in his eyes. He didn't just plan to leave you, he said slowly. He planned to make it look like it was your fault. My stomach dropped. What? Mark continued. The documents you found. That's just step one. He was also preparing legal grounds to claim financial negligence. I felt sick. He wanted the house, your savings, everything, Mark said, and make you walk away with nothing. I turned to Daniel. Is that true? Silence. That was my answer. Tears blurred my vision, but I refused to let them fall. Mark stepped closer. I didn't know about the money at first. When I found out, I stayed to get proof. Daniel laughed a bit early. Oh, so now you're the hero. No, Mark said quietly. Just not a liar. That was the moment something inside me snapped. But not in a weak way. In a clear way. I picked up my phone and calmly said, I'm calling my lawyer. Fast forward, 3 months later, Daniel sat across from me in court. No confidence. No arrogance. Just our panic. Every document he tried to hide, exposed. Every plan, uncovered. The judge didn't even hesitate. He lost the house. He lost access to my accounts. And thanks to the evidence, he nearly lost his career too. As we walked out, Daniel finally spoke. You ruined everything. I stopped, turned, and said the one thing he never expected. No, I just stopped you from ruining me. Mark didn't stay in my life. He left the same day it all ended. But before he went, he said something I'll never forget. I'm sorry you trusted the wrong person. And I realized something. Sometimes the person you think is the problem is the only one who tells you the truth. Final line impact. I didn't lose my husband. I escaped someone who was already planning my ending. Follow for more crazy stories.